What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Jet, and I am back in the mix. There is thousands, if not hundreds, of games that I've played, or encounters that I've played on this game. And each one brings something different. Maybe like a lull, maybe, I come out with a full bag and I leave. Maybe I spot two people, I leave. Maybe I spot two people and a third person shows up and there's like a whole third party situation going on. Each time that I come out or go into the Outlands, there's something new to be learned. It can be about the map. It can be about the player base. It can be about how the player reacts to certain situations. Because each player acts differently, fight or flight. But it's a type of flight or flight, But, that may be a whole nother video in and of itself. But regardless, we're going to get into Fiskee Fabrikk. And like I said in one of my previous videos, there are certain spots that you should avoid. So let's hope in this encounter that we don't spawn near and or in the death tunnel. Because that death tunnel, there's only one way in and one way out. There are two paths through the tunnel, but still, there's one way in and one way out. And there's at least 6 ways for you to get ambushed. And don't let it be a team ambush either, because that is probably a nightmare scenario. But here, we see we're getting into the map, and like I said, hopefully we can get into a good spawn. This game likes to put me in the same exact spawns every time I go on the same map. But anyways, yes, I did stream this game last Sunday at 8:00 p.m. You can follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/JetKiller80W. You can see my kind of gameplay live. Alright, so, bruh, okay, now we're getting dangerous. Wow, the guy bought a SG-1 and a shotgun. Okay. Alright. So, half of the map, or half of the lobby, isn't even dangerous. But that's no excuse for somebody to let their guard down. Because all it takes is one lucky behind headshot to the head, and you're done for. A pistol can do it. A shotgun, buckshot can do it. Not even a full blast. Just one tiny little round can hit your head and you're done. With that being said, I feel a bit more safe in this encounter, because half the lobby isn't even dangerous. But luckily for me, I spawned next to the barred house, and in one of my previous videos I talked about, go ahead and prepare yourself to run into somebody. So I'm gonna do this quick, and I'm not going to take the front door. There is a method to literally everything in this game. The barred house. You see there, what would be the main doorway has cracks in it. Somebody can spot and or shoot you through those cracks. Same thing here at this window. All it takes is one lucky behind headshot and I'm done. So what am I doing? I'm constantly moving around. Yes, it generates noise. And there's a phone. Yes, it generates noise, but the entire map already knows somebody's unlocking the safe. And right here, I'm just checking through the cracks to see if anybody's coming up. And would you look at that? The death tunnel has now announced somebody's inside of it. The spawns on this map, there should be 2, if not 3 people that spawn near me. So I'm mentally prepared to get into a gunfight already. That's why I'm just checking all of my corners. Well, not really corners, but viewpoints outside this house to ensure that I get a drop on them. And you hear that? That's 2 cars. That's why I tell y'all, be careful about looting cars, because everybody in the galaxy will know your location. And like I said, I'm gonna listen to my viewer. Destroy the ammo, but leave the gun. Really messes up the comers after you. Alright, so 2 cars. That guy's in the death tunnel. Now, like I said, I feel a bit safe. So, let's get into a fight. Because you probably won't have a pistol, if not a shotgun. So I'm ready for you. I'm gonna run along this coast. I'm gonna keep checking my houses and whatnot. But like I said, 2 cars. Now, if that guy loots a 3rd car, then that means I know exactly where he's at, in his direction. He's moving through the tunnel. We know that. Because on the map, the indicator was at one spot, and then he hit another car, and the indicator was in another spot. The change between spot A and spot B, spot 1, spot 2, will tell you the direction of which your prey is heading. And yeah, gunshots are going all over the map, which is pretty interesting, because this lobby isn't really that dangerous. But regardless, we're here now. My next objective is a timed safe, just to see if I can get it. And I hear footsteps on wood, which means somebody's nearby. And I'm thinking they're gonna come through this door, because that's what I would do. On this map, on this coast, you loot every single house. So when you open the door, you never know what's waiting for you. And here we go, another car. So he's actually heading away from me, which is cool. That's fine. But I'm trying to figure out where this guy's at. And I played that really well. If he were to open that door, he would get destroyed. But taking it silently and stealthily, I'm going to wait and see if I can hear another set of footsteps and or catch a glimpse of this dude. But then I hear that somebody's walking out the tunnel too, and walking closer to me. And I'm just like, what's going on? I hear 2 sets of footsteps. That was a gunfight right around the corner of that red house. But look, somebody survived. Somebody survived. So, here's what could happen. Here's what could have happened. There could have been 2 dudes waiting to shoot each other, and then out that tunnel came a 3rd person, and everybody shot each other. I could be wrong. There's a person with a pistol there now. So, I'm trying to decide what is going on. I don't want to walk head first into somebody who's looting somebody, and then it turns awkward. Awkward because, like I said, all it takes is one headshot and I'm gone. But I don't hear any footsteps right now. So I'm just like, maybe I'll go back inside the house and maybe approach from the back. But then somebody reloads. Somebody's still here. I don't understand what's going on. So, right now I'm thinking, I need to push forward. But how do I push forward? Do I go through this house and possibly run into 2, if not definitely 1 person? Or do I push around the red house where the gunfight actually occurred, and I might run into somebody that way? I'm going to do something a bit risky here. Now open this door. To my right is nothing but cover. To my left, if that guy was crouched around this corner, I would have been dead. But see here, I stand up. And the reason why I do that is because if somebody's waiting around a corner, they're going to use a 3rd person camera angle to spot me opening the door, which will tell them that somebody's here. Think in the way of your enemy. Your enemy is going to use the camera angles just like you are. Okay, so the door is open, which means it's probably been ran through already, this little red house. So I'm gonna take a risk. I'm gonna go into approach, and the window's open too. Yeah, this must have been dirty, like a real dirty gunfight. Come around this car. That's one dead body. And still checking. That's two dead bodies. And is that a third dead body too? Now listen, don't drop your guard. Just because you see a lot of dead bodies around you, that does not mean that somebody isn't, wounded in the corner trying to figure out how to leave, if not how to heal. So I'm going to check. And right there, I spot a combination lock. Do I decide to take it on? Yes. But it's already been looted. My thought was, if I were to go up to the combination lock and start giving off audio cues, that will prompt somebody to come into this house and shoot me. That's the mindset you gotta think of. You gotta, think outside the box of ways to validate your safety.
Airdrop incoming. Get ready.
So, this was probably a three-way battle. I wish I had a spectate mode, as soon as, you know what? Bohemian Interactive. Give us a button we press in the map selection screen. Map selection screen. To where all we do is spectate. Give us that option. Because I would have loved to see what the heck went on between those two houses. There are 3 dead bodies there, and there are no teams. My best guess, one person killed 3 people and that one person left. What that one person had on them, I have no idea. But yeah, you still hear gunshots, so this lobby is still active. And I'm approaching each house from now on with caution, because I don't know where this other guy's at. But nevertheless, I'm going to probably enter this house too and see if there's anything left. But right here, I check. Do I have enough fuel to exit out that locked exit? The answer, yes. I have 9 fuel. The max I've seen is 5. Now right here, I'm checking the time safe, and that light is green. So somebody definitely plucked the time safe. So I guess I'm going to leave. Now how I'm going to leave is through that locked exit. But you always want to have a backup plan too. My backup plan is I exit down this road, not in front of me, but behind me, through the death tunnel. So that's a bit of a risk, but I'm willing to take it because everybody goes through the exit through there. And then I hear crows. I'm like, nope, never mind. So I'm gonna turn around, grab that troll, I guess, turn around, and I start heading down. Well, actually, I start heading up. Because at that point, I realized maybe it's best if I change exits. What if I go to this one? Because nobody goes to that one. So yeah, I'm going to head for that way. And like I said, hopefully I don't run into anybody. But if I do, that's fine. I got 2 weapons and I somewhat know how to aim, So I'm walking along this ridge line and I'm thinking, should I go for the airdrop? Pistol. Locked exit. This gives me confidence. Crows were there because that dude with the pistol was there. I can take out somebody with a pistol, no problem. So here, I'm ready for a fight. Because I'm going to leave through this exit. And I'm going to take a dead body's loot with me. So right here, I'm expecting him to have already spotted me. Because he has the advantage. All he has to do is look in front of him. And he's going to see a silhouette moving down a hill. That silhouette's going to be me. Right now, I'm trying to bait him out. Maybe he's going to take 1, if not 2 shots at me out in the open. Maybe he's sitting in a house. Breach and clear. Nothing. Okay, maybe he's on the harbor, crouched up. Open the window. Maybe he is waiting behind these blue crates. Open the window. Get out. I go for it. No gunshots, no gunshots, no gunshots. Gunfire at the airdrop. Good thing I didn't go for it. And turns out he already unlocked the exit for me. So that's a GG, I guess. Y'all, this is the weirdest encounter I have ever been in since I've started playing this game. This is Vigor in a nutshell. Yes, on the surface you have your building up your house, your crafting table, improving your house. That's the surface. But underneath the iceberg, you have your investigation, your conclusion skills, or your concluding skills, your reasoning skills, your combat awareness, all that stuff. The more you figure out, the more you infer, the better advantage you have over your opponent. In this case, I wasn't even fighting anybody. I was fighting myself. But then again, if I would have went in there all guns blazing, would I have came out alive right now? That's this game in a nutshell. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe if you are new. And I will catch you in the next episode. Until next time, peace.